Good morning. It is nice and cold Monday morning here, and we woke up to 5 degrees. On my way to work this morning, it was a whopping 15. So we have blue skies and sunshine, so this is all a good thing. Yesterday, after I posted my video and I was thinking around online, I noticed and realized that yesterday was my mom's birthday in heaven. So she transitioned 26 years ago. 26 years without my mom. I can hardly even believe it. It's strange, when you have loved ones who have passed away, whatever you want to call it. It's strange because I lost both of my parents when I was young, brand new at being a mom, didn't know anything of what I had, 21, you know nothing. You know nothing. And the older you get, the more you realize this, but man, it took me a long time to be okay and move past that. And I recall many years where it just, oh my God, the holiday season, if I could just sleep from Thanksgiving to Valentine's Day, I would be okay. Life does not stop. Life does not stop when it gets hard. It doesn't stop when you go through a hard time. It just keeps going, and you feel like you are losing traction, and one step forward, two steps back, and it's like everything just, you feel like you're stuck in a wave, perpetual wave, where you're trying to get out and you can't because the tide keeps pulling you back, and then you get pummeled, and good God, and I've had gifts all of my life. I have experienced so many amazing things as time goes, I did not get past my mom passing away. She was my best friend, and I did not get past her passing away until we released her ashes in the oceans. We went to Hawaii and did that. It was a family trip, and man, it was hard. It was hard, but it was so freeing. And I don't know what it is about that. Maybe it was closure, because she had gone down to California to help her sister in selling my grandma's house after she had passed away the previous November. And so she was down there and went into the hospital because she couldn't breathe, and it was quite the situation. So I didn't even get to see her. The last time I seen her, she was fully healthy. She had a cold. Okay, she had a cold. And like I said, this was 26 years ago. So it wasn't like COVID. And in fact, when she was in the hospital and everything was shutting down, the doctors told my sister that that they didn't know why her body was shutting down. They had drawn blood and tested her for everything from cancer to AIDS, and they're like, we don't understand. Well, I understand now that it was really just her time. It was her time to go. It was when she had chosen that she was going to go. And in a way, I was really glad that the last memory that I had of her was being healthy and vibrant. And, she had just gotten back from Cabo San Lucas, and, she was, just coming out of the grief of losing my dad 2 years prior, and she had moved into our new house, and it was like life had started all over again for her, but she chose at that time to abruptly head out, and excuse me, I didn't know everything that I know now. Then, of course, I was, 21. I was young and dumb, and I wish things could have turned out different, but they didn't. And I can tell you things that I've learned between then and now that I can share with you. And I'd like to do that since, my mom is the one that kind of helped me along with all of this stuff. Even though she's not with me, yes, she is with me. Our loved ones that pass over, cross over, transition, pass away, whatever you want to call it, they never leave us. They're no farther than a thought away from us. And I can tell you that when you are having a hard time, or a good day or a bad day, or it doesn't even matter. Hey, Mom, I love you. Hey, Dad, I miss you. They're right there. And wow, okay. I didn't anticipate to cry, but okay, vulnerability is good. Like I said, 28 years. You never fully get over this. 28 years for my dad, 26 for my mom, but you never fully get over it. It eases and it morphs, but the grief is just something that you become friends with and you sit down and have a cup of tea with. And, it morphs from a heavy ache to a soft longing, I guess. But I have had so many situations between the passing of both of my parents and now that are hands down, some would say miracles, things that you cannot explain, or some would say gifts. Okay, I say gifts because it's not every day you get to have a conversation with those who have crossed over. It's interesting and it's fun, and you learn things that you never ever thought you would learn. When I started really honing in on talking to dead people, my husband would hand me objects and I could read them and get the stories off of them, and that alone is fascinating. One time, it was Mother's Day and my husband had taken me out to breakfast. I think it was last year, actually. And it was chilly and we were at my favorite breakfast place. And it wasn't like bad, terrible weather or anything like that. But we were sitting there and I looked at him and I said, you need to remember to call your mom today for Mother's Day. And he says, oh yeah, I definitely will. And you need to tell your mom Happy Mother's Day also. And I paused. And it was as though the whole entire Hoover Dam of everything inside me broke instantly. I was in tears, trying to hold it together, and just the full emotion of that, because I immediately felt her with me. And just the full emotion of that radiated from me. The power went out in the restaurant. People couldn't leave. Orders were messed up. They couldn't get the internet or the Wi-Fi or anything to come on for their tickets. And it was, instantly, the minute that dam broke inside me, the minute that happened, everything just stopped. My husband's looking around and he said, you just Rain Man the joint. You just put him under. And I realized, you know, it really wasn't me, but it was just the remembrance and knowing that she was right there. But it wasn't just my mom that was there. It was every mother of every person in that place was instantly there. It shocked the place. I will tell you that, you know, some people say, oh, I've got a ghost in my house, it flickers the lights or whatever. Those who have crossed over have the ability and the strength to go through the electrics. Whether it's Wi-Fi, whether it's your phone, lights, different things like that. It's a real thing. And when you start conversing and asking questions and having conversations with the people that have, you know, passed away, make sure to sit still and listen, because you may get answers to questions. We were going through a really hard time one time with my daughter, my youngest daughter, and she was over at a friend's house, and my husband and I went and walked the beaches of the lake near our house, and I was just walking, and in my mind having this open dialogue of, I don't know what to do, I don't know how long this is going to last, what's going on. I wish I had my mom and my dad here to ask questions to, because they might know. And finally I just gave up and I said, tell me what it is I need to do. Tell me what it is I need to know right now. Best question in the world that you could possibly ask. And as I walked and silenced my mind and my inner self, I heard, you're going to get through this. She's going to get through this. And this will not be an issue very soon. And the way it's going to turn out is going to surprise you the further along she gets. And it wasn't like a sickness. It was like standard teen rebellion, mouthy attitude in a very extreme way. And my other two, my oldest daughter, my oldest son, were never like that. But my youngest daughter is very, very high-spirited. She was very, very high-spirited. And so it was oh my God, what am I gonna do? How am I gonna survive this? Am I gonna survive this? And I mean, that wasn't the first time that I had asked questions. I asked questions and would show me what it is that I need to do. And I would go to sleep and have dreams, and my grandpa would be talking to me next to me, and he would say, you're going to be just fine. And he would pat my leg. It's all going to be just fine. She's going to be all right. And you're going to be really surprised at how this turns out. Well, just those little bits of conversation and the information that I received back was so incredible and so much hope that kept me going. And I don't really care what anybody has to say. They can say, oh, it's a fluke, oh, it's fake, oh, you created it in your mind. Okay, go ahead. If that's what you want to believe, fine. But I know within my whole entire heart and soul what it is that I experienced, what I was told, and how accurate it was. Because she is now, 18. She graduated from high school. She's doing her thing. She moved out of the house. She is taking a semester off of college. She's on her path. She's doing her thing. But she's okay. She's a smart kid. And she's solid. She's not wavering. She's solid. She's a kid. She's gonna learn. She's gonna foul up just like we all have, right? But when I say that it doesn't matter where you are in your life, have the conversation. Ask for help. Oh, I could really use your help right now. Please let me know you're there. I haven't heard from you in a long time. Show me a sign. Pick a sign. What do you want your sign to be? You want it to be butterflies or yellow flowers or bluebirds. And then watch. All this whole entire time I've spoken about your intention on your mind and what you believe, you're gonna see. What you aim at, you're gonna go towards. This is the same thing. When you are looking for that sign, you're gonna see it. No matter what, it's gonna come. And when you start opening yourself to receiving those signs and hearing the words of encouragement and love that they have for us, hold on, because it truly is a superpower. And not a lot of people realize that this is available to everyone. It's not discriminatory as to, you don't make enough money, or you're not in this right lane, or you don't dress right, or you don't smell right, or your hair's messed up. They don't care. The point is that when you make the point to reach out, and it's no different between your loved ones who have crossed over to guardian angels. When you step out and you say, I need your help today, please show me. Watch. You'll get help. I can't even fathom the amount of times that I've asked for help or, gotten help without even realizing it. And you could look at life like everything's a miracle, or you could look at it like nothing's a miracle and everything's just happenstance. Me personally, I prefer everything's a miracle. When I was huge pregnant, I was in a hurry to go pick up my husband at the time from work, and the light had turned green, and the old woman in front of me paused and did not move. And I was so close to just hitting the horn when a logging truck barreled through the red light, and had she had gone, she would have been hit, and so would have I, because it was a double trailer. So hopefully you can look at things like, oh, today is a miracle. The sun is shining. Oh boy, okay, it's another day of rain and cold weather. It's a miracle. It's giving water for the flowers. It's absolutely amazing when you do this and you just adjust your thinking process for one day and ask for help from anyone that has crossed over. I was doing a little bit of genealogy work, and one of my grandparents, my grandpa on my dad's side, is his stepdad. And I don't have any, I have no aunts. I have some uncles, but not a whole lot of family left. My parents had me, the last child, later in their life, so I didn't have that, it wasn't like we grew up with cousins. Our closest relatives, cousins, are up in Alaska, and and we're good with them, but we didn't grow up with cousins, is what I'm trying to say. And so I didn't know a whole lot about him. So I asked and I wrote down the information. He told me he was younger than my grandma. He noticed her at it was a dance, like a barn dance. And she had gone there for the kids to have something to do. And she had 7 kids, 5 boys, 2 girls. And she was all by herself because her husband at the time had gone off and was a gambler, alcoholic. And so my grandpa stepped in, and he was dad. And so I got this story, and then I got clarification. And that was amazing. There's been a lot of different times where I have asked and received information and really been able to help people. And I just want to let you know, if I leave you with anything today, know that the ones that you love, that have crossed over, they're always with you. They're always with you, and they love you, and they want you to be happy. And it's hard because we don't have them physically here, but I'll tell you what, anytime you miss them, say it. Say it out loud, say it out loud, say it in your heart, put your hand on your heart. Man, I really miss my mom. And she'll be there. Your aunt, your uncle, it doesn't matter, your grandpa, they're always there. They're always there. And believe it or not, we hit the jackpot coming here. We're all here for a reason, all here for a purpose. And as we move along this life, just remember to have fun, because that's the main thing. We're here to learn, we're here to grow, but have fun and follow your heart. Ask the questions, ask for help. So I challenge you today to openly say, show me a sign. Show me a sign, and I want to hear what you get. I want to hear what you get. Leave it in the comments what you're asking for, and when you get it, give it a few days. And in that time, just be thankful. I'm so excited to see the signs that I get. I'm so excited to hear from so-and-so. Ask for a sign and watch for it. That's my challenge to you. And in the meantime, have fun with it. Because, imagine watching a movie but you can't do anything about it. And you're watching and you're seeing all the action and everything's in the background. You can't do anything and you're sitting there on your hands and you just want to scream and holler. That's probably them. They want to interact, but they won't unless they're invited. Angels, family members, loved ones, husbands, wives, it doesn't matter. They cannot interact unless it is requested, unless they are acknowledged, because it's against free will. We have to openly invite them. And I don't mean break out the Ouija board and light some candles and call in the devil. I'm talking about talking to your loved ones here. So don't go jumping on me about that. That's just nonsense. My point is have a chit chat in your quiet minutes. Talk to your loved ones who have passed over. I have friends, family members, loved ones. It feels like I've lost more people in my life than I actually have around me now. But the ones that I have around me now are so solid. Okay? So ask the question, ask for help, ask for a sign, and don't forget to have fun with it. Have fun with everything in this life, because not one of us is getting out of here alive. But wow, if you ask for a sign, just be prepared. Keep a notepad by your bed, because you may just dream. Sometimes when we go to sleep, it takes the ego out of everything. It rests the brain, the ego goes to its corner, and we drop down the defenses so that we can have the dreams and the communication that we need to have. It opens us up, kind of gets us back to a reset point. And And I plan on sharing a whole bunch of stories like this throughout the times in the video. You know, if I'm led to tell you how, sure, yeah, let me know. I'll share, I'll teach. I don't have a problem with that. I'm not fancy. And there's really no wrong way. You know, it doesn't have to be fancy. It's just a simple, gosh, Mom and Dad, I miss you. Show me you're here. Show me you're here with me. And it doesn't matter how long they've been, you know, on the other side. It's just the thought. Just the thought of them will bring them near. It's amazing. And I love it. And it's a blessing. And you do realize if you can do this with your loved ones, it's a general rule. You have questions about science? Ask the questions. Sit back and hold on. So this could get exciting. Let me know if this is something you guys want to learn about. And I'll teach. Just let me know. Have a great day. If anybody's not told you, I love you and you're amazing. Have a great day.